Well, hello there, it's Beards and Bangers, and today I'm driving a car that I've driven before, but with a different engine type. Can you guess what engine type that is?
Welcome to Beards and Bangers.
So yes, I am looking at another Rover 25, but this one, if we just go round and undo the bonnet, has got a bit of a different engine to look at. So I shan't do the history of the Rover 25 because you've seen my previous video looking at Lisa's pre-project drive 25. So I'll put there'll be a link up there somewhere, that side or that side, to that video. So if you want to know a bit more about the Rover 25 and its history, then please do watch that video. But the reason for looking at this car is under the bonnet. So this gorgeous little Rover 25 in this isn't Starlight Silver, it's the other silver, which name escapes me, and someone will no doubt put it in the comments. This engine is the 1.1 K series. So the Rover 200 and 25 came with the 1.1 version of the K series. Now this one's a bit unusual because a lot of the 1.1 K series were single cam and had single point injection. This of course has got multi-point injection and is a twin cam. So I'm not exactly sure, it's very hard to find out exactly how many twin cam 1.1 25s are built, but we don't think it's many. So what I'm going to be doing today is actually going out in this and just seeing how it compares. Not going to take it too far because this car's for sale as well. So again, you can get in touch with me if you're interested. No, I'm not selling it, so it's on behalf of a friend. But yeah, this car is for sale, and it's a really straight, low mileage example. So yeah, it's called Mike. It's a good name for a car. You can guess why it's called Mike if we look at the registration plate. But I just want to do a real brief video as to how the 1.1 differs. I've not driven a 1.1 single cam, so might find that that's different altogether. But yeah, power's about 74 brake horse, talking about an average of I think about 42 miles per gallon on economy, so pretty efficient. I'm going to get out in it and see how it feels compared to a 1.4. So the interior of this model is really Spartan, really basic. It's a I guess what Practical Classics call a poverty spec model. So the first thing we can see straight away is we've got manually winding windows. If we jump in carefully, I'm very creaky still, having had COVID. We've got the usual bit of wood trim around the heat controls and on the dash, so we still know we're driving a Rover. Lovely steering wheel. I really do like these steering wheels, they're beautiful. But we can see we've got a very basic array of controls here. We've got heated rear windscreen, of course. We've got rear fog light only, so no front fogs on this one. And of course we've got hazard warning lights, stuff we've got to have, but we've got no front fog light, which would normally be there, and we've got no air conditioning. So it's a really basic model. Have a look at this little gorgeous original Rover stereo. So it's a radio cassette, very plain, very simple, and actually quite nice. I really like it. We've got the dash pocket because of course we haven't got a passenger airbag in this one. That would have been an optional extra, I would guess. The headlining, now I'm very pleased to report that Austin and I have found a very good supplier of headlining fabric, and this is ivory. And I think it looks pretty stock, so I'm actually going to order some of this for the 75 BRM and Streetwise because it is the right colour. So yeah, so Austin has done it in Mike and it looks good. But yeah, it's a really Spartan car. It's really simple, and I actually quite like it for that because it's, you haven't got lots of stuff to go wrong. It is basic because it's a pre-facelift. You've got this better quality dash. I mean, let's face it, this dashboard with the sort of conventional air vents rather than the round is better. We have to say that. But I actually really like the fact it's the lower sized engine. It's not the lowest power. They made the single cam. I'll turn you around so you can see me. They made the single cam version that was 60 odd horsepower, so a lot less. So it's not quite the lowest spec, but it's getting there. Yeah, this this really makes it quite nice. And this car is for sale, as I say. I think it's up for 1,600 quid. It drives straight. We'll take it out for a drive in a minute. But it's yeah, it's actually really nice. I do like it a lot. So let's get out and take it for a drive. So we're at stationary. We're going to compare. Obviously, the last petrol R3 I drove was Austin's 1.4 Streetwise. So we're just going to drive it and see how it compares. This twin cam 1.1K series. So nice quiet engine. I mean, this car is dead straight again. It's low mileage. What, just over 39,000 miles. I'm not going to push it too hard because I haven't got that much fuel in it. But yeah, it's not revving quite as freely as a 1.4, certainly not as freely as a VVC, but it's not slouchy. It doesn't feel, I'm not feeling like, oh my god, how slowly am I going. It's actually quite perky. The engine note's really nice. I suspect that a lot of these cars, those engines have been taken out and put in things like Metros, or sorry, Rover 100s they were with the K series engine. So yeah, it's yeah, quiet. I'm guessing it's sorry, I don't guessing, I actually know this. So in terms of economy, it's very, very similar to the 1.4. The power on this one, because it's the twin cam, is 74 brake horse, so it's not a lot less than the restricted 1.4 that puts at 84 brake horsepower. So for those that don't know, the 1.4K series came with two different throttle bodies. One that gave it just over 100 brake horsepower, 103 brake horsepower, and one that restricted the power and only gave 84 brake horsepower. So at 74 we're not terribly less. Turning circle is good, very good indeed actually. Really nice engine like that. Still got that lovely K series whine when you pull away in first, which I love. It's one of those automotive sounds that I just really like. Yeah, it's not slouchy. I'm not taking it at high speed. So there's still a little bit of work to be done to this car. So I don't want to be wrecking that and ending up with a bill myself. But yeah, you could potter around in this very happily. And these are great cars around town because they're easy to park. They are efficient engines. They don't drink fuel. The VVCs, of course, the 1.8 VVCs can drink fuel because they are engines that one tends to rev. Yeah, you do get a little bit less economy. But this is yeah, this is really quite nice. I'm going to go around here now. So we'll get you on beard cam for a bit so you can see what I'm seeing through the front windscreen. It's, as I said a minute ago, it's surprisingly perky. It's not a slouch. Coming here this morning, knowing that I was going to be driving this car, I was thinking, oh my god, it's going to be so slow compared to a 1.4. Compared to Bram, my BRM with its VVC motor, compared to Penny with my ridiculously tuned Rover Streetwise, but it drives around really nicely. I'm up at 50. The gear change, the clutch and gearbox on this is so tight and lovely. The gear change is crisp rather than tight. The clutch isn't tight. It's not hard to press the clutch. It's actually a really easy clutch, and it's nice. Got the bite points in the right place, so they can be, with some of these older MG Rover products, the bite point in these clutches can be a bit low, can be a bit high, but yeah, this is really nice. And yeah, it's like all the K series, it's free revving, so I'm not going above 4,000 RPM because it's not my car. But yeah, I'm really impressed with it. It's still spirited. I would like to try it actually once it's had its work finished and I can really let it go a bit. But yeah, really nice, quiet, comfortable. Steering wheel is really straight. I'm not getting pulled in any direction. Some of these R3s can pull, whether you've had it really sorted or not. They can be a little bit pulley to one side. It's not doing that on the brakes. It's certainly not doing when it's driving. The steering wheel's dead straight. So you haven't got all the stuff to go wrong. You haven't got electric windows. So you've not got the issues of window regulators that you get with a lot of these older MG Rover cars now. You've got no sunroof, so you haven't got that water ingress into the roof panel. You know, that contributes to rotting out the boot release. I can't speak this morning. Boot hinge panel. It's a 3-door. That's another plus. So it's the more attractive of the R3s. Let's be honest. You know, anyone who doesn't agree, sorry. You know, and that's absolutely fine. But yeah, it's a really nice car. Love the colour. I think this this shade of silver, which has completely escaped me. I'm sorry, viewers. I'm just so rubbish at remembering these colours and identifying them. I must be slightly colourblind, but yeah, I've really enjoyed driving this car this morning. It is for sale. Get in touch through the Facebook page Beards and Bangers if you are interested. So here's Mike next to Penny. There we are. So yeah, good drive. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all that kind of stuff. Next video you'll see from me will probably be something Rover 75 selling related. So do watch out for that. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Austin for lending me this car for this morning. And I will see you again very soon on the next episode of Beards and Bangers. Goodbye.